Bow, 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 did it.
There was a song called "What a Guy" that Jeff and I did under the name of the Raindrops, and we were writing the song as a follow-up for a group called the Sensations that had "Let Me In, Will You?" And we figured we really wanted to get a song like that, and we very often, to force ourselves to really reach a deadline, we would book studio time to go do a demo. So we hadn't written the song. It was like on a Monday morning. We had an 11 a.m. session at Associated Recording, and we're standing on the E train, the piano pencil going, oh, what are we're gonna be in the studio now. What are we gonna do? And some guy really had walked by, and I said, wow, what a guy. He was dressed in his jacket. That's it. And we really just sat there, and I said, we have to get whoop, whoop. I mean, people were looking at us like we were a little out there, standing on the train, carrying on with these shoops and whatever. We got to the studio and had no musicians. Jeff played the drums and I played the piano. And we literally winged it. We got the chords together. We had a couple of words. We actually wrote the song on the session, and that was one of the few records that actually we brought back to Lieber and Stoller, and they said, there's something about this. And all of a sudden they made a deal with Jubilee Records to put piano, drums, and I overdubbed my voice several times. Jeff did the space voice. And we came out under a fictitious name, the Raindrops. So that's how that song was written. And it's funny because when you look at the early credits, it'll say, produced by Ellie and Jeff Barry. Then Jeff and I had a talk and said, maybe we should separate the names. It should be Jeff Barry and Ellie Greenwich. So, okay, you read the next couple of records. It was produced by Jeff Barry and Ellie Greenwich. Then Jeff and I had another talk, and he said, listen, at some point, we'll have kids, you'll be home with the kids, you'll eventually drop out of the business, and I will continue. So how would you feel if we sort of gave you, coffee by or vocal arrangements by Ellie, but I would like to build my name as a producer. How would you feel about that? So certainly on an emotional level, on a personal level, I said, I love it, but all right, he's my husband, and this is what he wants. On a professional level, it didn't thrill me, but I opted to allow it to happen. So if you look at sort of certain sequences of records, you'll see the differences in the credits.